Hey guys, it's me, Pancake Sigma Charlie, again. And today, I decided to tell you all the way to first about my sequel video of Spear Halloween 2025 ideas, which it's shame. It's because I accidentally deleted my sequel video of live stream that I'm gonna explaining about my animatronics ideas because I didn't realize it was uploaded or not. But it's shame because I have to tell all the way to first because now am I gonna be forget everything whenever I'm gonna explain? I mean, there's no animatronics I could think of, but at least some of our animatronics I could think of, but just keeping loose in my mind. So I'm gonna tell you all the way to first only the second one, which the first one luckily was not deleted. So we're talking about the idea is gonna be the Noir. It's the animatronics that resembles the skeleton, who wears a Noir outfit from like 1930s or 1960s film, or the detective films. It's the skeleton that wears a Inspector Noir outfit. He holding a scope thing. I don't know. He's like it's just like a stick, and there's a circle, and there's another circle, but it's a glass. And then he holds a gun. And whenever he does his face expressions. Whenever he does natural, mad, or really shocking. Or even a shocked. If you might don't know, but I might gonna show you the animation, how much he's gonna be look like. And how much the animation post gonna be look like. So let me show you over here. And this post, I might don't know how he gonna stay like that, but whenever he stands like that, and then once it's activated, his head's supposed to move left, right. He does his mouth movement, and plus he does even his Daigit eyes, or no, he doesn't have a Daigit eyes actually. And then once in a few seconds, he was about to steady to hold the gun. Whenever he says his phrases, and then he quickly does his showing his gun, and does his face expression whenever mad, shocked, or natural face. After he show his gun, or he does his gun sounds, and then he goes to do his resting back here to be the back to normal. Which he could say several phrases. Yeah. And he does his lights up his gun, actually. And plus he does his servo head movement. Up next, it's the birthday killer. It resembles a big, cute dog. Maybe not cute after when it's going to be activated. It has a rainbow birthday outfit. He does wears his rainbow birthday party hat, and he does his cute eyes, wears the white eyes and the black pupil on his eyes on, and his mouth covered with a pumpkin mouth face, and he does his arms look like that something, and it's like a gray dog with a dark, almost dark black ears. And whenever it's activated, his animation does his when his face expression gonna be very sinister, which it's gonna be he does his bloody teeth. He has gonna be like a blood mouth thing that he does his mouth and the jaw moving, and whenever it launches like a Darlin Dolly thing, which he could say he could like play a multiply phrases, which which she's not saying any phrases, but he does his voice. I might don't know actually. Yeah, and he does his resting thing again. To be face is back to normal, and eyes is gonna be mad as well. I mean, whenever he lunges, and then his eye is gonna be very sinister and mad, which is lights up the red light, which he does his jump scare actually. Next, it's the licensed character Hatbox Ghost, all well known that he also appeared in one of those Disney scary film called The Haunted Mansion. It's the Hatbox Ghost who is holding a big lantern whenever it appears to be the dark face, and then he moves and appears his face on the big lantern, and he's holding a wood stick as well, or not actually. He does his eyes movement and moves his head he does his eyes movement actually, but he does his bodies as well. But I'm gonna show you how the animation is gonna look like. This thing, he's holding a big lantern. And I might don't know what he's gonna hold it, but it's like it's nothing that he's holding on, or maybe or something like that. Whenever it's activated, he does move his torso and leg like that, and then whenever he does that, and then he moves, and then he turns his head to be a dark actually. And then it goes back as well. It's supposed to play a music, like the one of those Bill's 2021. Div Bill, Spear Halloween 2021 ideas. And I'm about to show you how this actuation going to look like, so I won't get in being annoyed by myself. This is going to be a turning head, and then his back head is going to be look like there's a no face on it, and then he moves back. It also can be appeared in the scene on the lantern actually. Up next, it's going to be a known name, Clown with an Axe. It's the animatronic that his face was fully scratched. Scratches also ruin his face, and a burned face as well. It's a clown that he looks very scary. And the clown that he holds a bloody axe, which he killed a victim. And whenever it's activated, his eyes will light up like a cotton candy, Dan, and his mouth gonna be moved, and then whenever after all he's saying, he quickly moves his axe. I mean, if you might don't know how much he's gonna be staying like that, I might gonna show you. I will show you. Since his pose like that, and whenever he says his phrases, and then he quickly moves axes from his arms. And then this is what the animation gonna be look like. Up next, it's a licensed character called Jumbo from the Killer Clowns. It's a Jumbo that is well known as a kidnapping. It's a Jumbo with a face. He's hiding his big mullet, and he does do a little trick. Whenever he's beckoning on someone's person to come closer.
I could tell, I might be wrong. He might be not kidnapper for Jumbo, from the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, so, pardon me.
To get a surprise, actually. Whenever he's activated, his eyes will light up. His eyes will light up as a Daiget eyes. He's move his mouth, and then he moving his finger, and then he moves his torso actually, and he does a servo head as well. And let me show you what it's gonna be look like. This is an arm that he hides a big mullet, and then is a and then his post is gonna be staying like that. And this is a finger that he's about to move his one finger. Whenever he's activated, he places his team song, and then he moves his torso and head, and then he quite slightly moves his finger, and then he does his solo head and moves his mouth and as a dagger eyes, and then he goes back to the normal as a resting here, resting animation actually. Yeah, but this is what the Jumbo does that. The animation gonna be look like. And the one problem thing, I was going to say, it was supposed to be three zombie stooges between like a zombie Curly, Larry, and Moe. It's a licensed character. Gonna be but I think it's gonna be a bad idea. Gonna be like, oh, it's the laziest thing you ever do. But the animation's supposed to be more detailed. But I have no idea what the animation gonna be look like. And no, it's not gonna be like a trio ghost from a Halloween Express thing. There's a movie in a raffle like thing. No, it's gonna be a different animation, and not even in Jacqueline Bones trio. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait, never mind. I already know that idea. I will tell you about it. And the grandpa from the Munsters. He does his. It appears as a character of himself it's called the Munsters. Whenever it's activated, he does his whimsical animation, and then it does his eyes movement and the mouth movement, like the one that they did at Home Depot, Frankenstein, and the witch from Loves, actually. And it's a familiar like a Jemmy, but it's different. Whenever it's activated, the soundtrack from the Monsters can be played, not in a team song, not plays at the team song, but he says his several phrases on in film. Hold up, I'll be right back. About that, my sister came in upstairs and they said, "Are you busy?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm recording something." But let's forget about things. I just wanna explain so I won't forget. And one thing, not that one thing. And there's an animatronic. It's a Nolan witch, 8-bit witch. Like he's holding the lasers and he wears like a I don't know what he's wearing like that, but it's supposed to be 8-bit chrome witch. It's like whenever it's activated, his eyes is gonna be eyes on the lasers glass thing, and he wears like a hat, something like that, and he holding the two lasers to make it like a people disappears, like not anymore. But this one I'm gonna show you how maybe anime look like that. Let me show you. So this is supposed to be a pose, and he's holding a two lasers guns. Whenever it's gonna be animated, it's supposed to be that is supposed to move side by side. I mean, no, not moving side by side. And then I don't know what animation gonna be, but I might show how it's gonna be. And then whenever it's activated, his laser's eye is gonna be, laser's glass is gonna be, and the two lasers guns are about to light up, and whenever I mean, it's gonna be. I think I know how it's gonna be. She's gonna be a static, but for a second, and then she might be a launch here, and then he moves head side by side by moving his mouth, and the laser's eyes can be light up. Whenever he does that, and then she launches and moving those two lasers that she's about to shoot, and then she goes back again, and then she says several phrases. Let me think it again. Up next, it's going to be Juggling Trio Bones, the young Juggling Trio Bones, which they're gonna be online only. It's the mini version of Juggling Trio Bones. They are playing the exact music, like the one they made in 2017, and then they moved their body side by side, and he does his eyes movement or a little bit of mouth movement. It's gonna be like that, and I'm just gonna tell a random stuff, even though I didn't even said anything to yet. But oh yeah, and the one thing I could tell is supposed to be a ghost girl. No, never mind. I might gonna think of it soon. These stuffs, tabletops, like toys and stuffs, or merchandise gonna be. But I'm gonna talk about some returned animatronics and some of remakes. So let's talk about some returning animatronics. Up first, it's gonna be Giant Ray, even though I can't say the D words. Stilts, Nibbles the Clown, Cotton Candy Dan, and the one thing here. It's gonna be a Cotton Candy Dan, Nibbles, Giant Ray, Stilts, and they're gonna be
And they're gonna be Art the Clown and the Rick Ratman.
And one of the remakes animatronics is gonna be, I mean, maybe it's gonna be a 4, but I might don't know. First thing is a Cornstalker. Second of all, gonna be
Oh, not to mention I forgot to return in the Max Straw.
the Harvester. Third of all, gonna be I might be scrap everything. Let's just say let's talk about the return animatronics. I definitely forgot. First of all, Rick Ratman. Second of all, Art the Clown. Third of all, Giant Ray. Fourth of all, Nibbles the Clown. Fifth, Cotton Candy Dan. And sixth, gonna be Stilts. I think I said Giant, and gonna be Giant Ray, I guess. I might forget everything. Well, let's talk about some remakes animatronics. First of all, it's gonna be Cornstalker. Second of all, the Harvester. Third of all,
might be a limp eating zombie boy.
Third of all, gonna be Demonica. And 4, it's gonna be
Plus, Even though I a little bit of scrap everything, I'm gonna put the timestamps on on the pinned comment.
Let me just think. It's Halloween Clown. No, it's Halloween Clown gonna be, I don't know. Let me just think. Sorry about that.
I think it might gonna take too long, so I might. So I'm repeating again. I'm putting the timestamps in on the pinned comment.
And gonna be, I don't know, only 3 I could think, but one thing I might know it soon, actually. And, oh, I just remember only 2 IDs I could explain, but I already talking about some tabletops here. And then it's gonna be 4 sidesteppers. The 4 sidesteppers, one of the 3 of them are licensed, and one of all is it's not. So the first licensed sidestepper animatronic is gonna be Beetlejuice sidestepper, Jumbo sidestepper, the Blade. I don't know. I don't know. I might forget. It's like a little bit of skeleton face, but he wears a black inspector. Black Neuer outfit thing, and his hand is Blade here. And fourth of all, it's gonna be Scary Larry. It's supposed to be a clown that he does a sidestepper thing, and also the 3 animated plushies. The animated plushies are gonna be it's the Uncle Charlie, Flesh Eating Zombie, and Wacky Mole the Clown, which they are sitting like a doll, and one of them, the first Uncle Charlie, that he moves his candy, his lollipop, and he moves his head while speaking to several phrases from the one of those Uncle Charlie 2020 model thing. The Whack-A-Mole says the exact thing as the one of the animatronics one, and the flesh-eating zombie does that like anyone else. The 2 door knockers are gonna be, is it like a ghost girl saying several phrases like from Haunted Mansion? I might don't know, but I might know it soon. And the second of all, it's gonna be, I might don't know what's the second door knocker gonna be, but I might know if good to know soon. And the wall clock is gonna be Shorty, which he speaks from his animatronics, but he plays a different music. And the next thing are gonna be the flaming decor. It's the big flaming Reaper. It's the Reaper that it's gonna be a full illuminated flaming animation. Hi, LPS Amelia. Oh, I mean Amelia. Big flaming Reaper, and next thing is gonna be a flaming witch. A flaming witch. It's like the medium or giant head Reaper, and that it does his sound, not that phrases, but he's gonna play in scary ambience with a fire sounds, or he does his lava sounds thing. And I might gonna ask it. Am I gonna think about another tabletops soon? Oh yeah, the plushies. The plushies are gonna be might be kawaii versions. It's gonna be Nibbles the Clown, and Max Straw, and it's gonna be No, not Uncle Charlie. Mean old Graham. And they also have their own statues. Like there's two of them. Statues are gonna be It's gonna be Let me think. Giant Ray and Okay, sorry about that. It's not. I'm not gonna ask some statues, but I might be only two statues gonna be. One returning for the Crouchy, and one of them are gonna be. And the next thing gonna be Nibbles.
Plus giant Ray statue as well. Even though it's gonna be look perfect.
But at least I came up with a three thing I could finally get it. So let's talk about the Mini Wackimo. The Mini Wackimo Clown. It's the mini version of Wackimo Clown, who is holding a big hammer from his hands, and whenever it's activation, he moves it side by side, moving his head and the torso like a candy creep, and then he moves his mouth, saying his phrases from his animatronic, from his original animatronic. But the new phrases are gonna be some voice actor can voice Mini Wackimo Clown soon. Although I just need to think what phrases I should think of. Next thing is Jack the Reaper. Jack the Reaper. And okay, the Jack the Reaper, it's the mascot character from Spear Halloween. It's standing like a 9 feet tall Reaper that he does his poses. Let me show you. This is his skirt, and this what his standing pose is going to be look like. Whenever he's activated, he does his servo head, and his eyes lights up, and animated lights, and plays old Spear Halloween theme sounds. Good play. And another I didn't even I finally came up with a plushies. The dolls, they're gonna be like 4 dolls, like the Golden Waving Wally. Golden Waving Wally doll. Am I gonna give it the credit by Bill, who came up with the Waving Wally plush? And 3 of them, 2 dolls are gonna be unlicensed, and one of them is. And the next thing, I should think of again. Let me think. A golden jumping spider. It's the unique idea that I came up with this thing. It's the exact jumping spider model, but he has a golden skin on the spider, on the type of the spider. Whenever he's activating, he jumps up with lights up with golden eyes. With a golden eyes whenever he does, and there is no scream in the background, but it's going to be golden sprinkle sounds, and he does his spider sound. If I could try my best, which it's going to be a most unique idea I could ever came up to create this thing, actually. More tabletops and animatronics coming soon. Guys, thank you for watching.
Not just I'm gonna be in here right now. I just came up with another thing as well. So, I won't even actually forget this thing. So, I don't know his name, but it's supposed to call Andy Pliff or something like that. It's the animatronic that the official version that have been planning to do on the character, but it turns out it was unreleased, and the prop it doesn't reveals as well. So for my idea, it's supposed to be um, an adult girl um, who also has face with covered with the face was skin was got ruined. There's a skull face thing which is also lights up with red things, and she does have her furious face, and she holding her knife like that when she was about to kill which she was about to uh launching animation. But I'm gonna show you how his animation gonna be look like. But I don't know what he's gonna holding for his that hand, because I don't know. Maybe it's a sack of skulls. Maybe he's just like she doesn't hold anything. She just only does like that. I'm gonna show you animation. How he's gonna be look like and how much pose and movement references gonna be. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. So, she's holding her knife like that, and the post does stands like that whenever it starts on, and then she gonna be launching like this for oh gosh, sorry about that. Camera just turns off for a few seconds. He does that every time. Uh, After all, she was launched, and then she goes back where she belongs to. Up next, it's gonna be a known scary plushy bunny animatronic. It's the plushy stuffed bunny who has a big top hat. I mean, he has a top hat, and he has like a brown coat. He has a brown coat, and he does have a claw on his hands. Oh shoot. Um. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting something. Oops. I don't want to see crucified. Um. But this camera gonna turn off for a few seconds whenever I explaining. Whenever I gonna take too long. But and he does have illuminated eyes. He does have a problem animation, and I don't know how he might gonna look like, but I'll show you. I mean, yeah. I don't know how is a gonna be stand like that or stand like that, and whenever his mouth was movement and the head and the torso thing and the arms as well, and it's gonna be like he's launching. No, it's gonna be like this, and then he's gonna be launching like that, and then he moves his head where he's about to do a roar sounds. He stands like neither like 5 or 7 feet tall, and up next it's gonna be the Big Master, all the well to know in the familiar like a giant ray reskin. It's the Rick Master clown. That he does do the same thing, like he's playing the music, but it's a carnival and circus style, and his eyes will light up, and his clones um and the ribs are actual. I mean, the torso will light up, uh, and his like a golden thing that he's about to hold in was lighting up actually. I mean, it was gonna be a light up. And another thing, it's gonna be um I was going to talk about some plushies, but it's gonna be Mean Old Graham. Oh, jeez. So, Mean Old Graham plush, and the hanging props as well, which two of them are gonna play. Which two of them are gonna play with sounds, and three of them are not activated. So it's a two sounds gonna be. It's the witch and the Reaper. Which Reaper, I mean, he might be familiar with one of those hanging witch from Spirit Halloween, where were made by Pan Asian. I think the Reaper gonna play the same phrases like from Home Depot hanging Reaper that plays a sound like "Welcome, don't be afraid." Like the Reaper has a scary, sinister face, and whenever he's activated, his eyes will light up yellow, and he moves his mouth while speaking several phrases. And some of these more are coming soon, but this is a re-upload for my sequel video, because I don't feel like gonna talk all the way again. And yeah, my camera turned off again. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Some of my art, some of my drawings coming soon. Some of my modeling will be coming soon. I might don't know if I'm gonna feel alright today. Cause I was a little bit bored. Bored. I didn't even start beginning or doing my career thing, but I'll do it for my best thing I could try. Well, I do found out this little thing. I might don't know it's a medical bill, a medical thing actually. But if any of you saw the thing, but do not even watch like the full beginning. I'll put in a subtitle. Timestamps on gonna be soon, because there's a lot of things I forgot to mention, and whenever I add, so it's the best thing I could try. And thank you guys for watching. And not to mention, guys, if you also saw the one of those my ideas from like one of my beginning and the second thing that I was about to post, please draw the characters how they look like, and I will make the outfit very different. Or you can actually make his outfit different that I do like, and I will accept your ideas. I mean, accept your drawings look alike, and then putting it to my game in Roblox. And the credits can be seen neither in the beginning game and neither is the credit table. So, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Hope I'm gonna feel better. And my camera turned off again. Who cares, actually? And thank you, and have a great day.